Well, good day and welcome to TV More, your favorite shopping channel right here on DSTV channel 173. It is the appliance hour, right? And we are looking at great items to add to your kitchen. And we have for you today, exclusive to TV More, we've got a 7-piece cast iron pot set that will just make your kitchen stand out. But not only that, make you or allow you to create great dishes from these great items.
Now, whenever someone talks about cast iron, for some reason or either, we always think of our grandmothers.
Absolutely, yes.
You know?
Those old
Yes.
ones with the poikies and the, yes,
Those
I
are
remember
the
those
ones.
ones. Yeah.
The ones where they used to make all that, those meals that take so long to make. And that is because it actually tugs at your heartstrings if you think about
absolutely.
it. You know, it's because, as you can imagine, I've got a lot of pots, right? I've got
Yes.
a lot of different pots in
Yes,
my
she
kitchen.
does.
And I probably use most of them, the ones that work properly. But when you see me cooking with the cast iron, then you know that I'm actually putting much more love into their cooking than I would every day. Because it allows you to be able to cook and make those meals that actually remind you of your childhood, your grandmother, like I said, your mom making meals for you. And that automatically makes you a better person in terms of what you're trying to cook. And that means that whoever's going to eat the food is also going to have a better experience.
Absolutely.
Because cast iron is not only pretty and heavy, as we all know,
yes, it is.
but it also is able to keep the heat so well that it allows you to be able to cook slowly. And whenever you cook certain cuts of meat slowly, what you get is lovely tender meat that is fork tender that you are able to enjoy.
That is incredible. And now when you're talking about how it keeps all that heat inside, it means that all that flavor of the particular thing that you're cooking is going to be maintained. And that's what you want. You want food with so much flavor. And when we cook at home, we add a lot of flavor, right?
Yes, of course.
But the problem is we don't want to leave them at the bottom of the pot or have it evaporate out of the food. When we are adding that flavor back and adding that heat back into the pot, everything just becomes so delicious and soft and
it becomes
tasty.
so much softer and it becomes so much more tasty. Now, the thing with the 7-piece that we have for you today is it's not only strikingly beautiful as
look
you
at
can
it.
see,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
also enameled. So whenever you talk about cast iron, right, people always say, I only have one pan because it's difficult to maintain. But you don't have to worry about that with this particular set, because this particular set actually has enameling on the inside and on the outside. So you don't have to stress about keeping it a certain way, because whenever you have cast iron, remember, you have to make sure that you keep it in the right looking the right way, in the right condition, yes. To keep it in the right condition, then you have to obviously make sure that you oil it and that you cook the oil in to ensure that it doesn't
Lots
get
of maintenance,
hurt.
yes.
It's a little bit of a schlep. Now, with this particular one, we've got the porcelain enameling. That is why you see the shining look on the outside and the shining look on the inside. And what that automatically means is not only does it keep it looking pretty, that you are also not going to struggle with food getting stuck on your inside.
That is so
Now,
cool.
the question I've been asked is it non-stick? And the answer I have is actually quite clear. It's not non-stick, it's enameled. So nothing is going to stick to it, which automatically means that washing it is going to be very easy as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we all love cooking, right? But we know cleanup is always a hassle. Not with this fine living 7-piece cast iron pot set, right? It's going for an unbelievable price right here at TV Mall for only 1,499 Rand. Be the talk of the town. Be the talk at your stock fails, at your normal gatherings. Have everyone talk about what you have done. We only have 2 colors left, right? They are flying off the rack. People are buying them everywhere, right? We only have blue and orange left. So as you can see on the screen, we've got a red one. Unfortunately, we do not have the red ones. We have the blue and the orange. It's been sold out. That red has been sold out simply because it's so striking to look at. But these colors as well, they are so fantastic to look at.
They are actually quite pretty. And you know what else is pretty, Tebogo? When you have a look on the outside of the pot, we've actually got the little gradient look, right? So when you see that part of it is actually darker and the other part of it actually becomes lighter. Now that gradient, it's not just for beauty, it's also that it has been enameled more than once.
Okay.
So what that means
That is so cool.
yes. So you've got the lighter enameling that is on the outside. That is what you see a bit higher on the pot. And what you see a bit lower on the pot as well is it does get a bit darker, which means it is double enameling to ensure that it is completely covered on the outside to keep it safe. Because now the important thing is, because it is quite a heavy pot to use, that a lot of us tend to want to, you want to leave it overnight before you want to start the washing process. But you don't need to do that with this particular set, because remember, I've said it's enameled on the inside as well, so nothing is going to stick. So you cleaning it is going to be incredibly easy. You're not going to have to leave it overnight or even soak it, and that automatically means that you'll find yourself using it more frequently once it's easier for you to clean. And the whole thing of using cast iron, everyone always says, yeah, it's just the look, but it isn't just the look, it's the functionality as well. So the fact that it keeps the heat and it ensures that you have the heat being distributed evenly and slowly means that you can stay confident that even when you are using it to make something as unconventional as scones, in a pot,
you're making
then
scones.
I
Okay.
know. Then you know that you don't have to worry about your scones being made in an actual pot, because I don't know if you've heard this before, but you get a lot of cast iron pots being referred to as a Dutch oven, and that's because the pot, along with the lid together, ensures that you've got an oven-like environment that starts going off
So
there.
cool. That is incredible. You telling me I can bake with this cast iron
You can
pot?
bake.
That's
so
incredible.
Because it's just the two of us, we've got a few scones going in there, but you can bake anything.
All for me,
You
yes.
can use the largest one to make your bread in the evening. If you have a braai on the outside, like you're outside by your lapa,
dombolo.
yes,
Hey.
you can have it in there, and you can take the pot with you. What I also said on the last show that we did over these pots is I normally actually use my cast iron on top of a grill, right? And
Okay.
I got a few questions after that, because everyone said no, but then you're going to have smog on the outside.
Oh, yes.
Remember, guys,
Yes.
it's enameled. So as long as you are able to clean it, it will come off. Remember, so you don't have to worry that much about that. So if you want to make a little bit of sauce and you put it on the grill while you're frying the meat, you're more than welcome to do that. And what you will also find is you don't have to only take my word for it. Get yourself the Fine Living 7-piece cast iron pot set and try it out, and you'll see how much more you'll be able to get done.
It's an incredible deal, I tell you. For only 1,499 Rand, you are getting 7 pieces, right, of Fine Living cast iron pot set, right? We've got a frying pan and we've got some casserole pots over here as well. It's unbelievable how, I love how you're talking about the double enamel that we're using, keeping all that heat and all that nutrients inside the pot, and the fact that you can slot this into your oven and not worry about it scorching or burning
Or
anything
even
like
getting
that.
hurt. So
Or getting hurt,
this
yeah.
particular pot set is oven safe up to 260 degrees.
Wow.
That's very high. 260 degrees, 500 degrees Fahrenheit as well, just for your information. So you have the peace of mind that when you do make your dombolo and you decide to freestyle and you don't put any water, then you can actually put it in the oven up to 260 degrees. You can actually also put it with the lid on. And I know that you're probably asking yourself about the handle for the lid.
Yes.
Now, don't worry about that. The handle for the lid is made of a material called phenolic. And phenolic is a plastic that doesn't burn, right? So
very fancy.
up to 260, it does sound very fancy, but we are talking about a fancy pot set.
It really is.
Yes, so you are able to put the lid along with its handle in the oven without you stressing about it losing shape or getting hurt.
So that's high quality plastic that they're using basically. And what I love about it is that the heat sources that you can use, we have it there on the screen, you can use gas, electric, ceramic, halogen or oven. It can accommodate all of that, and most importantly, it's not going to scorch any of the things that you are cooking. We are currently cooking some chicken breasts over there, and I tell you what, they smell lovely. And I tell you what also, they are going to maintain their flavor, because all of that, the features, the enamel being used means that all the flavor is just going to combine into the actual breast and giving it an absolute sensational taste. They are heavy. I've held one.
Yes.
They are quite heavy, and they remind me of back in the days, like you mention back in your grandmother used to use these kind of
Yes, in your
pots.
grandmother's
And
kitchen, in your mother's
and I
kitchen.
tell you what, she never disappointed in the kitchen. Grandmommy never disappointed in the kitchen.
So
Her food was
literally-
always delicious.
Exactly. So if you start using the same pots that she does, maybe it will rub off a little bit. Who
Absolutely.
knows? And you know, the fact that you are able to use it on any power source, you know, be it electric stove,
Yes.
you know, an induction cooker, means that you can actually take them anywhere with you. So if you're going out for a little potluck and you want to finish off something at a friend's home, you don't have to stress about what if they've got an induction cooker, because then you are able to cook with it.
Use it
Now,
anywhere.
the other question that I always get asked a lot, Teboho, is how are we able to use this on an induction cooker?
Yes.
The answer is quite simple.
Okay.
It's cast iron.
That's
So
it.
we are looking at a metal. And all you need to be able to use an induction cooker is a metal that
metal,
will
yes.
conduct energy.
All right.
So the cast iron will also be able to. So
you
you
don't
don't
have to
have to
worry.
worry about it. You don't have to worry about it at all.
That is so cool. It's an unbelievable deal, unbelievable set. For only 1,499 Rand, you can get yours right here at TV Mall. And remember, we only have two colors available. We've got the blue and we've got the orange. We are all sold out on the red because people just love it. And again, it brings you that nostalgic moment, takes you back home
Yes,
to
it
grandmother's
does.
days or your grandmommy's days, and allows you to cook food that is flavorsome, wholesome, delicious. It doesn't stick to the pan, and most importantly, it's so easy to clean as well.
It's
Whether you're
very
buying it for
easy.
yourself or for a loved one as a gift, they will not be disappointed.
It is very, very easy to clean. So if you've got a friend who's getting married, a friend who's moving into a new home, and you know that they have no pots, this would be the perfect one to start with. It'll probably actually only be their only one after you've given it to
No,
them,
absolutely.
which is also okay. But you need to also understand that, you know, we are living in that age where people want to show other people what they're doing.
Yes.
And if you've got good looking pots, you're well on your way to salting the rest of us. So all those lovely Instagram snaps, you have to
Oh.
at least have a
yes.
pot that looks good along
Yes.
with the food that you are making. So this is your opportunity to be able to get yourself one of those things.
Absolutely. I mean, look at that. It looks amazing. I can already take a picture right now of what you are cooking, right? And post it on Instagram. Show off to all my friends. Tell them how I bought a fine living 7-piece cast iron pot set at TV Mall for an unbelievable price. It's a steal. When I look at the quality and the durability of this,
Yes.
Bonolo, I honestly I'm taken aback because it's great value is what you are getting.
So we are talking about one of those legacies that you are going to leave. So we did talk about our grandmothers, and someday we are going to be other people's grandmothers and grandfathers.
Yeah,
So
true.
when you buy these pots, they're actually going to be handed down. Let's talk a little bit about the sizes while we are still on it. So the one that you are holding right now is the largest size,
Yes,
right?
largest size.
And then we've got the medium pot.
Medium
And
size,
then we've
yes.
got the small pot.
The small
and
one
then
over there.
we've got the skillet.
we've got the
Now,
skillet, yes.
so the pan is the one that you're probably going to use all the time. As you will see, I always use the pan all the time. But that's the one that's going to be your go-to. It's because this pot set is going to make your life so much easier. It's going to make your kitchen so much prettier. And it's going to make you such a better cook. Trust me.
It's gonna make you stand out. The reds are absolutely sold out, but we still have blue, we still have orange. Get yours right now for only 1,499 Rand. Start cooking, get cooking, take pictures, put them on Instagram, share with us. From TV Mall, we say thank you.